Good morning, angels.
Hi. In case you couldn't tell, my poor attempt at a joke, and one that I promised that I would actually make. So today I am talking about the new Charlie's Angels that is now currently in theaters. And I saw the movie last night, and even today I cannot stop thinking about this movie. I mean, that's how entertained I was. I cannot wait to get my ass back into the theaters to actually go see the movie again. I'm taking somebody that I know later on this week. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and just talk about this film because I was pretty much like giddy, bouncing off the walls as I was walking out of this film because I can see the potential in this film. I see the potential to actually really see this film break out, especially with the female audience. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say this right up here at the front. This is easily, hands down, one of the best reboots that I've seen in recent memories. This is truly one of those films that if someone were to come up to me as I was exiting my screening and told me that I could walk into another room and watch the sequel, literally the only thing that would be left of me standing there, like before they even could even finish their sentence, would be my shoes, because that's literally, I would just like, I just zoom right across the hall to go see a sequel. I mean, and that's one of the great powers of this film. I mean, that's really just how fucking great this movie was. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the technicalities of this film. So, of course, this film is written, directed, produced, and has one of a role in the film, Elizabeth Banks. And sadly, this is only the second time that a woman has been in the director's chair for a Charlie's Angels thing, which is the first time was during the short-lived, only a few episodes, 2011 TV series Reboot that came out back in 2011, and that was a woman named Angela Robinson. So yeah, sadly, this is only the second time that a woman has been in the director's chair for something in the Charlie's Angels franchise. But yeah, so of course, this film stars, and I mean, again, you can tell by the poster, you can tell by all the trailers. So of course, you have Kristen Stewart, Naomi Scott, and Ella Balinska as our trio of angels, and these three, they are just fan-frickin' fantastic in this film. They got amazing chemistry together. And you know what? I never thought I would actually say this, even though I do really enjoy her as an actress. But Kristen Stewart is easily one of the greatest things about this movie. She's easily one of the best things about this movie. She had great comedic timing. She had all the best one-liners. And I really did think that all three of these women were equally amazing. But Kristen Stewart, of course, is the standout. But of course, we still have like a couple of more actors in the film. So they're joined by Elizabeth Banks as one of the Bosleys. You got Jaimin Hansu, Sam Claflin, Noah Centineo, Patrick Stewart, and Jonathan Tucker, among a few others. But yeah, but this film is really all about the women. This film is really mainly about the women. And it also shows why a woman should have been in the director's chair, or actually producing and even, having like control over this franchise from day one. I mean, it really does prove that. I mean, like every step of the way, I kept sitting there going like, this is what this franchise should have been from day one. I mean, that's just how I felt. Literally, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. That's how I felt from minute one, because pretty much from minute one, you can feel a woman's touch to this film. You can feel it in the writing. You can feel it in the directing. You can feel it in the way how the women, interact with each other, how this trio of angels actually interact with each other, how all the female characters actually interact with each other. You can tell that there's a woman's touch behind this thing. And that's one of the greatest things about this film, is that this is a film made by, and for the most part, for women. And that's where I'm going to sit here and say, I want to actually see this film explode. I want to see this film actually make a lot of money at the box office, because I can actually see, I could actually, see like young girls walking into this film and being inspired by the film. I mean, I can actually see, either not just young girls, but women in general actually walking out of this film feeling truly inspired. And I know I'm a guy, and I know that you guys are probably just going to, shrug me off with that. But you know what? I mean, I can barely speak. Like I'm bouncing off the walls. This is easily one of my favorite reboots of all time. And I think that this is sort of something that it did, and something like what the film did, because again, this time we have the Townsend Agency that has gone global. So that's very similar to another reboot that Sony did earlier this year, with Men in Black International. But the difference between Men in Black International and Charlie's Angels is that this film, Charlie's Angels, actually felt like there was actually like one coherent vision from beginning to end. It never felt like there were about like one too many cooks in the kitchen, whereas Men in Black International, that's exactly what it felt. And actually, after that film opened, we did get like, a couple of articles talking about all the behind the scenes issues that happen on Men in Black International. But this film really does feel like Elizabeth Banks knew what she wanted to do. She had a firm, steady hand in this film. She knew how to play to these actresses' strengths. She knew how to play to all of her actors' strengths. And she just knew what she wanted to accomplish with this film. And I will continue to say that this is truly one of the best reboots that I think I've seen in quite a while. And this is easily one of the few films that, if as I was exiting the screening, if somebody were to walk up to me and flat out say, "Hey Charles, you can go across the hall and go see a sequel," I would be there in a heartbeat. That's how much I truly enjoyed this film. Now, I know like what a few of you were thinking, talk about, the criticisms, like are there any criticisms? Any criticisms that I have about the film, it's about the limitations that were placed on them, because the budget of this film is about $55 million, which is very cheap for this kind of film. And there are a couple of times where you do feel the budget, where you do feel like maybe they didn't have like that much of a budget behind them. But again, that's not due to anything on Elizabeth Banks' part. That's not due to any limitations on the actresses or any, shortcomings of the actresses or Elizabeth Banks as either a director or as a script writer. That is based on the studio thinking that a female-led, reboot does not deserve, $100 million budget, but deserves, a much cheaper budget. But yeah, one of the big things that I'll say is, take your nieces, take your girlfriends. Plan a girls' night out. Take your daughters. Take all the women that you know to go see this film, because I truly want to see this film succeed. I truly want to be able to go see a sequel. And like I said, if you told me that I could literally walk across the hall and go see a sequel, like right as I walked out of there, that's exactly what I would do. So you know what? I'm going to give Charlie's Angels a highly recommended film. I'm going to recommend that everybody go see it. So jump down to the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Look, if any of you are about to unsubscribe because you mainly subscribe for my after series stuff, don't worry. This is still 100% an after series channel, but I will still review some films from time to time, especially films that I do feel like there could be some crossover, and films that I think that, the audience at large would actually really enjoy and actually really take to. Let's go through all the stuff you'll be able to find on this channel right now. So every day I'll be doing daily uploads of the after series read-throughs, where I literally go through the books and read to you guys page by page, chapter by chapter, the first 5, yes, count them, 5 books of the after series. After We Collided, After We Fell, After Ever Happy, and Before are now on the channel to their completion. I'm working on the Landon spinoff series, Nothing More, Nothing Less, and those will be daily uploads barring any types of personal illnesses or issues. Now that we have the official green light of the After We Collided movie, I'm going to be bringing you guys constant updates on that, so keep looking forward to that. You guys are going to be so updated, you'll be begging me to stop the updates, and those updates will also cover After We Fell and After Ever Happy. So once we get the green light on those 2 films, I'll also be bringing you guys constant updates on those as well. Every other day, I'll be doing different topics that come up in the After fandom. So if there's a topic out there that you guys want to see me talk about, you guys can, either find me on Twitter, email, or my Facebook. All the relevant information is on the About section of the channel. As always, remember, this channel would not be able to go to the heights it has without you guys. So for that, I'm eternally grateful. But and I know that there are plenty of After fans, old and new, who have no idea that this channel exists. So keep sharing the channel. Keep spreading the word of Charles's movie channel, because this will truly be one of the best After series channels that you'll find right here on YouTube, or dare I say anywhere. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep subscribing, keep sharing. My name is Charles. Welcome to the After Series channel. I'll see you later, After fans, After naters. Take care, y'all. Love you.